Hi guys, welcome. Okay, so I'm doing another $5 minimum donation for super chats. Excuse me, for this live stream only. When I come back on today, I have a couple of private readings I have to do this evening, and then I'm going to do another live stream, and that live stream will be the regular one, $1.99. But for this one now, I'm trying to raise money for my cause, for my friend. So $5 super chat minimum. And if you don't want to donate, you can just ask the free questions. I'll just get to you as I can. And we'll start right away. Last live stream we did $117. So that was really great. We don't have to raise that much money to get her on the road. So if I can do one every day, that would be great. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But for right now, I was happy with the 117 with the other day. For the other day, I thought that was really great. Okay, I'm also gonna set up a GoFundMe page for her too, I think. Okay, first one. TD's looking for a love reading. Okay. You have an offer in front of you coming in. The offer that comes in front of you may be with an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. And then you also have another offering of love coming in with the Aries is still here. And that's a soulmate relationship that can cause you a lot of heartache over time. But at the end of the day, you could get your wish and the decision will be yours. Phantom love. You also have an offering of love coming in out of the blue when you least expect it, and it could be with a Cancer. This person may have a very creative side and a very spiritual side, and it looks like they're going to be a legit person who works really hard at the connection that they feel they have with you. So, they seem like they're very creative, but on the other hand, they're also very spiritual. February 8th. I just want to tell you, February 8th, I just find this to be really interesting. Just because I'm a Four of Spades, I remember the dates. Four of Spades people are born on, funny, January 10th, which is Avery, February 8th, March 6th, which is me, April 4th, and May 2nd. So if you don't know anything about the cards of life, on my channel under playing card philosophy, you can look at the Four of Spades person, which is what you are if you're born on February 8th. I am too. I'm on the fence about how I feel about it, but it's really interesting. If you get a chance, watch that video and let me know what you think. But I'll get to your question hopefully soon. Let me just get to these super chats. Inez, what's coming in towards me for love? Okay. What's coming in for Inez? Oh, let me get that binky. Hang on. You do have an offering of love coming in here. And it could be with an Aries or an Aries-like person. It could be somebody with a very strong personality. Urges you to use your intuition. You have the Moon card here. And I think this person you may meet, if you don't know them already, around a business or a bank. There's money around them. There's a lot of money around them. What's the matter? Take it. Good girl. Chloe, why is Mark ignoring me? I hate when people ignore each other. I gotta tell you that. It drives me a little bit nuts. There you go, babes. Come on. Good girl. Why is Mark ignoring Chloe? Right, hang on. All right. Okay, so what it shows here is that he's ignoring you now due to some kind of anxiety that he's having a hard time dealing with. the Nine of Swords. However, this is not going to last forever. He comes in out of the blue when you least expect it. Balance gets restored to the situation and the world is at your feet. Which means to me that you're going to end up being the one calling the shots. Even though he could be ignoring you right now, it's not going to last forever. So just hang in there. You know, it drives me crazy when people ignore one another. The only time I tell people to do it or I suggest it is if they've been being ignored. Then I'm like, you know what? Ignore him. I can't stand that. But it is going to pass. Queen of Swords. When will I see George and is he thinking about me? Okay. Let me ask first. I know he's thinking about you. I know he is. But let's ask. Yeah, he's definitely thinking about you a lot. All right, let's see. When will you see him? Well, you could hear from him within the next 4 days. I'm going to say that you're probably going to see him within the next 4 weeks. The Four of Hearts could be the month of April. It could also be the spring. I don't think you have to wait that long. I think it's going to be sooner rather than later. I think he's almost overthinking things right now because I think he feels like he made a mistake. This guy. A lot of these guys. TD, how's the Aries feeling about me? He's been quiet for about a week. Okay, don't worry about the quietness for a week. That's okay. All right, let's see. How's he feeling right now? You want your pacifier? Yeah? No? All right. Well, he's feeling like he needs to make a decision about something, and it's causing him a lot of anxiety. That could have nothing to do with you. That just could be why you haven't heard from him. It could have something to do with work or some kind of other nonsense. But he does come in out of the blue. He does want to see you. And I think when he reaches out to you, all of this crap is going to be in the past. Or the anxiety bullshit will be in the past. The Three of Cups is here, which would indicate there is a celebration around your relationship. So he's happy. He wants to see you. You're going to see him. And he wants to see you. He just has to get over this little hump. Mary Elena. What's next for me and hubby? Okay. Okay. So it shows first that one of you is going to be pursuing the other person pretty hard. The other person, whoever it is not going to be ready to move forward. They're waiting for their ship to come in. They're feeling a little stagnant. They may even have a money issue. The Ten of Cups is around the situation, so eventually you should be able to find some kind of happiness, but it's not happening yet. The Death card is in reverse, which means whatever he's doing right now, he's still doing it. He's not ready to make a commitment or to move forward. But that's not the end of the story. So you may have to struggle through this for a little while before you get what you want. I think you can get what you want, but I think you're going to have to give it a little bit of breathing room because he's not ready to let the relationship transform. He's just not there yet. J. Peach, what's coming in love my way? Okay, let's see. You've got a Virgo around you who may have recently gone through a heartbreak. This person may not express it to you, but they've suffered greatly. Now, they're going to come in with a soulmate connection to you. So you might just have to be patient. Four of Cups is here, which means they could be around you right now and you just haven't seen them. They maybe haven't stepped out of the woodwork yet. But they have suffered with a bad, broken heart. Something really tore them up. And when they when they come forward with you, they may not be willing to put their whole heart out on their sleeve. They might be feeling like They don't want to be in such a vulnerable position. So I don't want to tell you to handle them with kid gloves, but I would be a little bit gentle with them because they're really afraid of living through that again. And I hate to say it, sometimes we focus so much on the heartbreak that we call more heartbreak into us. But I think you have a decent Virgo showing up. I think this person is going to be a decent person. Marth, what does the Virgo Lander think of me? Okay. What's Lander thinking? Okay, well, you know that there's no better card really when you ask how someone feels about you than the Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want kids when that card shows up. But it also shows that they feel like you have choices around you and that you might not choose them. They think that they're attracted to you. They think that you've got it all going on, but they may not be willing to put themselves out on a limb because they don't really feel like you would choose them. Or they feel like maybe something better will come along for you and you kick them to the curb. Curious Rabbit, am I pregnant right now or just being paranoid? Okay. I'm coming up with a 70% chance, yes. So when it comes to stuff like this, 70% chance is pretty high. But even if you were to find out that you're not pregnant right now, I would be very careful that you don't get pregnant over the next couple of months because 70% chance is pretty high. And the thing with pregnancy is that, you know, sometimes your body functions funny. So sometimes it's like you may not have any symptoms and you could be pregnant. Other times you could have all the symptoms in the world and not be pregnant. So I would say that I would go get a test, and regardless of what the answer is, I would be very careful in the upcoming months because 70% chances are very high. If you don't want children, if you do, well then congratulations. Gabby, why he thought last time I talked to him and complimented him. Oh, what did he think? Is that what the question is? What did he think? I just want to make sure before I answer it. What did he think the last time when you spoke to him? I'm going to answer for Queen, and then I'm going to look for your response. Will George contact me first, and will we get intimate soon? Okay. He is going to contact you first, and there, yeah. This guy, it's not going to be long. All right, let me see, Gabby. I don't want to skip over you. Why he thinks... All right. Why did he think that I was talking to him and complimenting him? Okay, so he shows up here as feeling a little bit underconfident. So even though you were talking to him and you're complimenting him, I don't think that he got a vibe that he thought that you were into him or anything like that. I think that he almost feels like somebody like you wouldn't be into him. Chariot is in reverse, so is the Eight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. He does have a wish around him, and I think that his wish may be that you and him could hook up, or that you would consider him, but I don't think he's picked up on that vibe yet. I don't think you have to put it out there crazy, but I just don't think that he got it. Like, I think he thinks that you are being nice to him. I don't know if you are interested in him, but if you are, I don't think that he's really getting it. Okay. Mary Elena, what would my hubby do if I told him I met someone? Okay, well, first it shows that he probably would say something like he was happy for you and that you deserve it, and that And he hopes that he's good to you. However, he would be lying through his teeth. The thing is here is that he would come back and pursue you, and things would move forward with you and your husband. However, this isn't something that you can kind of make up. There really has to be somebody there. He has to really feel like somebody else is looking for your attention or trying to hang out with you. If you were to just lie about it, it's not going to have the same effect. Not that he's not going to know that you're lying, but he's not going to feel it. And it's the feeling that you want. It's like, I tell this stupid story all the time, but when I was dating this guy off and on 10 years, at one point I started seeing somebody else. And I think half of me was just really doing it to get back at him for being such an asshole. Now, whenever I was with guy number 2, guy number 1 always called. It didn't matter what time of the day I was with him. It's like intuitively, he knew I was with somebody else, even if he couldn't put it into words, and he would call. Even when I started dating Avery's dad, I was out with him one night, and it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and my phone started ringing like crazy, and I wasn't answering it. And then he was like, he said something like, I'm going to just drive past your house. And he must have, because then he sent me a text message saying, well, I guess you're not home. So it's like, it's the kind of thing where you can't really lie about it. You really have to actively be doing it. Otherwise, the person's not going to have that same feeling. And it's not to say that they think that you're lying. It's just, it doesn't evoke the fear, which is what you want. June, is Troy coming my way? He's been quiet. I hate when these people are quiet. Let's see. Yeah, you're going to be hearing from him. Let me see if I can give you some timing. I'm going to say it could be within the next 10 days. The next 10 days or before the end of the winter, you should be hearing from him. Inez, will Sultan contact me in February? Okay, let's see. I'm thinking so. Yeah, I think before the end of February, you're going to see him. Hear from him or see him, or something significant should happen. Miss Ronnie, why is the ex-Sagittarius still in my energy? Will he get his karma? He does have karma coming to him. He hasn't let go of you. So I don't know what happened between the two of you, but it still looks like you guys are connected. He hasn't let go of you, and the longer he holds on to you, the more you're going to continue to feel it. I don't know what's happening with the two of you, but with these two cards here, there is a chance the two of you move forward together quickly. There's forward movement happening here. So I don't know what the hell is going on here, but I don't care what he says, he has not released you yet. And that's why you're having a hard time. You can't get him out of your energy field because he's all over you. But he does have karma coming to him. Afia, what is M coming towards me in the near future? What is M coming towards me? When is M coming towards you? Well, let's have a look at what's going on here with M. Can I put you down for a sec, Bubs? Yeah? All right, good. Go in the rocking chair. I'll rock you back and forth. Yeah, okay. All right, what's going on here with M? You could be hearing from him in the month of March. There could be a reconnection coming up in the month of March. So what it shows around him is that he's coming into financial stability. He's also walking away from something that doesn't serve him. He does have the devil here. So it could be that he's walking away from some type of an addiction, or he's walking away from something that's not good for him, something that he may be roped into and he can't let go of. He's going to break free of it. He's got the strength to come forward and offer you fun, exciting, adventurous times or spontaneity, carefree times ahead. So if you haven't seen or heard from him, I think the month of March is going to bring him back, bring him in, or you guys are going to be moving forward. TD, will the Aries contact me in the next few days? Yeah, you know what? I think that you'll hear from him before the end of the week or before the end of the weekend. Up to Rhonda. I think I'm up to Rhonda. Hey, I skipped it. Hang on. Any changes when my mate comes? Do I know him already? All right, let's see. Is the next mate coming in for Rhonda somebody that she already knows? It could be somebody that you already know that maybe you never even thought before, or that you never even thought there could be a connection. It shows this person, they could be a Leo. If they're not a Leo, they're a very strong character with a lot of strength. They have a lot of courage, and they kind of hold their own, kind of dig their heels in. They're also going to be a very hard worker, very successful, and they're going to be, I can't stress it enough. One of the best qualities that you can find in someone is somebody who says what they mean, means what they say, and they follow through. And this is going to be someone that follows through. I think you're going to be very happy with this person when they show up. And I wouldn't be surprised if you already know them. I'm going to do this one here for Darlene because I've seen this question pop up over the last few days and I have not had a chance to answer. So let me just answer this one. Love reading to me and Kevin. I know that I haven't been able to get to a lot of the regular chat people, but I'm hoping I can make it up to you guys over the next few days. But that's just one question that sticks out in my mind. All right, Darlene and Kevin. Okay, so he could be feeling very regretful of either an opportunity he didn't take with you or feeling regretful for where things are right now. It also looks like he's going to make a choice. He's going to decide to move forward quickly, or the relationship between the two of you changes really fast. It also looks like there's a lot of strength around him and that he's going to be pursuing the relationship a little bit more. Balance comes back into play, and he does show up with an offering of love. So when the offering of love card, it's not like he's going to come in and he's going to be like, oh my God, I love you. But it's like he shows up with an intention to carry the relationship forward and things move forward for you guys. And I think it should be happening, I'm going to say maybe sometime from February, late February into spring. It doesn't feel like it's too far off. Okay, Tash. Anna's current feelings towards me and where our situation is headed. I cut him off. It's a third-party situation and I'm the outsider. His girlfriend has moved permanently to Korea. Okay. All right. I don't think that relationship is lasting because they've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. And around him is an offer that he's not seeing. So he may not be aware of exactly how you feel. I know you said you cut him off, but does he know that you cut him off, or have you just been ignoring him? I don't think the relationship, it's not successful, with the Six of Wands in reverse, and balance goes out of that relationship. It might be the kind of thing where you just have to give it a little bit of time, let it die on its own. I don't think that that girl moving to Korea permanently has helped the situation. I think it's hurt it. And that happens a lot. There are many times where people are long distance relationships and they last for years, and then all of a sudden the two people move in together, and then that's it, they break up. Or there's the kind of situation where two people live together forever, and then all of a sudden they get married, and then it ends 6 months later. So I'm not really buying what's going on with the girlfriend. I think you may just have to let it kind of die on its own, but I don't care that she moved there. I don't know how long it's going to last. Ashmita, will RJ understand my situation? I get a 99% chance he's going to understand. I think he's going to understand. Ashmita, has RJ realized I addressed him differently? How does he feel? Okay. Yeah, I don't think he cared for that because the Tower is here. You continue to use your intuition because I think you're making the right choices. It does look like your relationship with him is going to change quickly. Could be overnight with the Eight of Wands, and it could lead to the happy home. So you could get your final desire. I think he is going to understand your situation, and I think things between you and him can move forward. I just think that I think you're playing your cards right now. I really do. All right. Marth, what does Lander think of me? His first impression. His first impression was that you were prepared to move forward, and somebody who wants to be successful and get things done. His first impression of you is somewhat of a go-getter. June, why has Troy been distant for the last 2 weeks? Okay. Okay, just be careful when the Fool is in reverse. When the Fool is in reverse, it's somebody either acts out and does something that they can't take back, or they say something that they can't take back. So I'm wondering, something may have been going on in his life personally that looks like it has to do with arguments or fighting around money. So it could be something that happened at work. It could be something, I don't know if he lives with roommates or he lives with family members, but it had something to do with money. And my only concern is that if you were to push it and want to know exactly what it is that's holding him back or keeping him quiet, that he may act out in a way that he can't take back. You know, like say something that's just uncalled for when the Fool is in reverse. It's like doing something that you can't take back, but not thinking it through before you do it. It's like flying off the handle. I would just kind of leave the situation alone. There's money issues around him. He's got the Five of Pentacles here. I would leave the situation alone because I think it's going to work itself out without you having to do too much and without you having to cause any drama for yourself. Tash, follow up previous reading. Does Anis have any feelings for me, or is it over for us if he knows I cut him off? I'm trying to decide if I should let go. Okay. It's not over, okay? So what it's showing here is that the ball is in your court. If you decide to walk away from this person, there's still going to be a chance that he's going to contact you at some point and try to come back, make his way back, reconnect somehow. The thing is, and this is the hard part I think that a lot of people have, you don't have to walk away and let go of him forever, But I think having other people around you or new energy around you would help. It would help you, and it would also help your situation. So it's kind of like finding a balance between not going out and like hooking up with every random guy that you meet, but putting it out there. And if somebody does show up, giving them a chance, because like I was saying before, you can't make that up, and they're going to feel it and they're not going to like it. And they don't even, like, they can't even put their finger on what it is. They just know that they have to contact you, and they have to contact you at that moment. And they're going to expect you to respond. If they were to contact you at the moment where you're out with somebody else and you don't respond, it's going to make them crazy, and they're not going to understand why. So the best thing that I can tell you is to try to stay as busy as possible, but legitimately busy. Nobody calls when you're sitting there holding the phone. You know, watch pot never boils. So the only time I really tell people that they have to get rid of somebody is if the person has been physically or emotionally hurtful. You know, a jackass that's not calling you back, somebody's ignoring you, someone's being a jerk, that's one thing. But if somebody's being physically or emotionally abusive, that's another. That's on a whole other level. Where am I here? Shmita, how do I take this forward? What should I do? Things are moving forward. Just keep doing what you're doing. You got the perseverance card, which means if you're not pursuing this, he's going to pursue it. There's going to be more balance coming in, probably around the springtime, where you're going to feel a little bit more like you're not doing all the work. It's a little bit more balanced. There's hard work around him. So you also have the sun here, which is happiness. I think that you should just continue doing what you're doing. I wouldn't reach out to him too much. And when he reaches out to you, I would kind of give it a little bit of space. Not answer him right away. Make him wait a little bit. Okay, Elantra, energy check between Marquis and I. He's feeling a little bit weighed down today. A little bit weighed down and having a hard time moving forward, but this energy should pass over the next couple of days. It could also be the kind of thing where he's just really tired and he just doesn't have the energy to move forward, but it's going to pass within the next couple of days. Yeah, I made the super chats $5 today, only for this one. When I come back on tonight, it'll go back down to $1.99, just because I'm going to donate half this money to my friend that we're trying to raise money for. And and then when I come back on tonight, I have some private readings I have to get to. I'm going to do then, and then I'll do a regular stream tonight at $1.99. Okay. Alyssa. Message on how do I get back into my sparkling goddess glow. I feel a bit beta lately. Okay. The best thing that I can say whenever you're feeling like that is to do something, and it sounds so corny, something really nice for yourself, whatever it is, a facial, pedicure, anything like that to make you feel a little bit more refreshed will help to bring that out. It also can be something as simple as buying some new makeup. It doesn't have to be expensive makeup, but sometimes just a new facial bronzer or something can make you feel like $1 million. So my suggestion would be to spend a little bit of money on yourself, pampering yourself. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money, but I think that once you do something, you know, it's like my hair naturally is really curly, and it's like every once in a while I'll flat iron it and everybody is like, oh my God, it looks so good. But then if I flat iron it over and over again, then when I let it go curly, people are like, oh my God, it looks so good. I really think it's just the change. People are responding to the change. It's something different. And I think if you were to do something like that, something simple, a little change, if you always wear plain lip gloss, maybe go out and buy a bright red lipstick, I think you'll feel like $1,000,000. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. I appreciate all the donations, but I'm really trying to help raise money for this. And that's why I just set it for $5. And besides that, then the other people, maybe I can get to some of the other people that don't have the super chat available. Crystal, why did I have a dream of my grandmother? My grandmother's altered 2 weeks ago. Grandma's around you, and she's around you with love. And something karmic, something destined is about to happen. I think the year 2020 is going to be very significant for you. I think it comes in with love. I think there's a possibility that you go to school, you pick up a new career. And I think that your grandmother is standing behind you because I think she wants to see you transform. I think that she thinks that you're very capable and that you're capable of much more than you think, or that you allow yourself to do. Like, I think she feels like you have much more capability, and she's letting you know. She seems to be around you all the time. That altar shows up a lot. And I don't know, I think 2020 is going to be very significant for you. Ashmita, what do I do when he doesn't respond? Just wait. Let's see. Yeah, see, all right, here's the Aries. That's you. I think you're the Aries. And it does show that things pick up. When this card's in reverse, things pick up. He's going to be prepared, but things are still going to be a little stagnant. So my suggestion would be, I wouldn't reach out more than once. And then the next time when he answers you, I would make him wait a little bit. Don't make it crazy, but I would make him wait a little bit. I am up to Tash. Will him and his girlfriend last? My decision depends on that. The girl in Korea, I don't think it's going to last, but let's ask the cards. I don't think it's going to last. Let me see if I can get some time in here. Well, the King of Diamonds, it could end before the end of the winter. I don't think it's going to end that fast. I think it may take a little bit longer than that. The King could be the number 13. I want to say that you have more of a chance of things ending over the summer than before the end of this winter. But I don't think that they're going to last forever. I really don't. April, is new love coming in? Okay. Yeah, you have new love coming in, definitely. I'm going to say this spring, new love comes in. And it's going to be someone who's pretty legit. Ashmita, will he reach out if I don't? Okay. He will. He will. It might take him a minute, but he will. All right, let's see. Nikita 11 is what I want with me and my ex manifesting while I've waited a while. Okay, let's see. How's manifestation going? Yes, you have things here in the works, but I want you to kind of get out of that headset of feeling like you're waiting. I would do what you can to keep your life moving forward quickly and stay as busy as possible. And I don't care if it's just random activities that you need to do, but just so that you're not sitting around with that waiting feeling, because waiting equals more waiting. Tash, last question. Oh, that's fine. You can ask many as you like. Advice. Should I wait or move on from Anis? We work together. Also, do you see someone else coming my way? Okay, let me first look and see if someone else is coming your way. Oh my God, you have a soulmate relationship coming in here. You have a soulmate relationship coming in here when you trust your intuition. I'm going to see if I can get some more on that. Hang on. This person is going to be successful and successful around money. It's going to be a fated meeting. The relationship moves forward fast. This person is going to be pursuing you. They come in out of the blue and they could be a Virgo. So if he's not a Virgo, somebody else is showing up. If he is a Virgo, it could be him. My suggestion would be to keep your eyes and your ears open. I wouldn't suggest waiting on him or anybody. I would suggest keeping your eyes and ears open, see who's around, because they think somebody else is coming in. And this person, when they show up, may make you forget all about this guy. You may be like, Anis who? And that's the thing. It's like, and I say this all the time, everyone who's sitting around waiting for some asshole that doesn't pick up the phone and call, as soon as somebody else shows up and they start calling, you're like, you don't want to deal with the last jerk, because it's like, why would you? It's like, now I have something that's moving forward. And then that's when Anis will get off of his butt, because it always happens. And then the decision will be yours. Malapale, when will Eve find out about the third party? Okay. When will Eve find out about the third party? Seven days, 7 weeks, 7 months, the month of July, or sometime around the summer. I think it could happen as soon as 7 weeks. I don't think that E would be surprised to find out about this third party. I think that they've had suspicions on their own. Okay, Crystal wants to know, how does my grandmother feel about Christopher? Okay. I can't, I'm not a medium, so I don't channel. But I can see what the cards say, but I don't. You know, every once in a while I'll get it. You know, I'll hear things, but I can't do it like it will. So let's see what the cards say. Okay, so the cards say that she likes that either he's got a creative side or he has a I want to say a creative side, but it could be that he thinks out of the box. She likes that. She also likes that he's like, he can move forward fast. He's not the kind of person that's going to sit on his ass and let life pass him by. She likes his passion. She thinks he's pretty honest. I think overall she likes him. But I do think that she wants to see you achieve more in your own personal life, having nothing to do with anyone else. I think she thinks that you're much more capable of whatever it is that you want to do. I think that she thinks you're going to be successful at, and I don't think that she wants to see you waste your talent. But that's the sidebar. It has nothing to do with him. Overall, I think that she likes him. I think that if you had to compare him to some of the other men that maybe were in your life in the past, I think that he's a better fit, and I think that she likes him better. All right, let's go back up to the top. Mihak 503, General. Setting up boundaries. So that's what coming in for like the month of February. Setting up boundaries, what you will put up with, what you won't put up with. Walking away from things that no longer serve you. Somebody comes in out of the blue. So it could be this person comes in out of the blue and you're like, listen, I've been down this road before. It's going to be my way or the highway, and you get what you want that way. You take a spin on the wheel of fortune. It could wind up bringing in money. You may take a leap of faith here somewhere in the month of February that brings in a lot of money. Life moves forward and is well balanced, moving towards the end of February and into March. All right. Let me see if I missed any super chats. Love wants a message from the angels. Okay. Balance. Balance comes up strong around you. Archangel Zadkiel. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. 3 of Earth. The power of creativity, recognition. For very high quality work, be a team player. The 9 of Air. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. I think the overall theme here is balance. Okay, I am up to Asal RSC. General, please, I'm single. Okay. Okay, well, if you're single, you have a fire sign coming in around you, a Sagittarius, Leo, or an Aries, and the relationship can move forward rather quickly with the Chariot card here. This person may be a little bit creative. They have the Page of Cups here, which is usually a creative person. They have the Fool card around them too, which would be somebody who's fun, carefree, spontaneous. Your relationship with them can move forward very fast with the 8 of Wands. It also could be something that's life-changing. Justice is here, which means that karma is on your side and things are going to move forward. Or things, it can be something that happens like out of the blue when you least expect it. Divine timing shows up. So it could be the sort of thing where, I don't know, you go on randomly to the grocery store and you meet the guy who's standing behind you in line and you have this like huge connection and things move forward quickly. It's not the kind of thing that's a struggle to get off the ground. It's something that you almost fall into. So I don't think that you're going to be single for too much longer. Elantra, has Marquis made a decision on communicating with me? He knows he's going to communicate with you. He hasn't made a decision as to when, but he knows that you guys are coming back together. And there's more coming in here. Crystal, how does my grandmother feel about Eric? See, she's a little bit undecided and heartbroken about him. So I don't know if she feels like you could do better than him, or he's not prepared, or he's a little bit lazy when it comes to moving forward. I think that she likes Christopher better for you. It seems like he may be a little bit, I want to say kind of like he gets complacent. And I don't think that she likes that about him. All right, I'm going back up to the top. Jumana, my question is, any advice on my Scorpio connection? Currently, there's no communication. Okay. The best thing to do when there is no communication is focus on what you want and try your best to let it go. So the thing that I find to be the most difficult about the letting it go part is that if it's always in your head, it's hard to kind of release it into the universe. So if you want to speak to somebody who you haven't heard from, you have to change that energy, and it can be really simple. So I tell this story all the time. My best friend in high school, she's my best friend now, but when we were like in college years, she worked at this craft store, and for some reason we thought that it was really funny that she worked there. At the time it was called Benjamin Franklin, or Ben Franklin's or something. I don't know. We just thought it was funny that she worked there. Since it changed to AC Moore Crafts, and now that's going out of business. But I had to go there one day for something, and I was in the store and I was laughing because she worked there, and I was remembering her working there and whatever. And I was in the store laughing. The music that was on, it was like disco music from the 70s. And I was literally like in the store hysterically laughing by myself. When I came out of the store, there she was. She was walking up the curb. I was coming out of the store. She was going to the pet store next door. I was coming out of the craft store. And she's like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, I'm laughing because remember when you used to work here? And, you know, it's the kind of thing where she's my best friend. I could call her at any hour of the day. I could pick up the phone whenever, and there's no anxiety in me like, oh my God, is she going to answer? Maybe she doesn't want to speak to me. The energy when I call her in is very lighthearted and very carefree because I don't have any of that heaviness because she's my friend. Now, we have a lot of anxiety when it comes to these specific people because of the way that we feel about them. But if you kind of release that and put that out of your mind, and you just kind of get really carefree about it, you can manifest a phone call from them. Very, very simple. I do it all the time too with yoga students. Like I'll be driving to work and I'll be like, oh gee, I haven't seen Karen in a while, and then bam, Karen shows up in my class. It happens to me all the time with yoga students. But there's nothing, I don't have any blocks when it comes to them because they're just students. They're just people that show up. They're just people that cross my mind. You know, it's like a connection. So they may be getting into their car to come to my class at the same time that I'm thinking, gee, I haven't seen them in such a long time. So it's easier when you don't have these heavy emotions. So try to just be very light about it, put it out into the universe, and I think you're going to hear from them. All right. Soul healing, general reading, love and finances. Okay. Okay, when it comes to finances, it looks like they may be a little bit stagnant for the next couple of months, but things should pick up a little bit more come this spring. You have a lot of strength around you. You also have a new business opportunity or a new way of making money, something that you're going to be focused on, but it doesn't look like that's coming in right away. It looks like it may take some time. As far as love is concerned, you have a soulmate relationship here that's going to be transforming with a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. It's going to be a soulmate connection for sure. Use your intuition. So I don't care what anybody else tells you. Go with your gut when you deal with this person because you know how to handle it. Empress is here. So overall, when the Empress shows up, it's love, money, prosperity, marriage, fertility. It could be the birth or conception of a child when the Emperor shows up. So overall, I think moving into the spring and into the summer of this year, you're going to find love and money much more prevalent in your life. And I don't think that you're going to be as concerned. I think it's going to be flowing a little bit freer. Rhonda. Am I getting any birthday gifts February 8th? Okay, let's see. You do have money and passion around you coming in around February 8th. You also have strength and working hard on something. Working hard on a new endeavor. Use your intuition. You're also going to have a lot of choices around your birthday. There may be decisions and choices that you have to make. Somebody may give you a gift out of the blue that's unexpected, that kind of brightens up your whole world. It could be the kind of thing where somebody, you know, you least expect it, remembers that it's your birthday, and they do something that makes your day. Oh, I missed April. Okay, let me go up. Soul healing, I did. Uh-oh, I don't see April. Love, love. Oh, here we go, April. More insight about my new love. Okay. It comes in out of the blue, and it comes in with a lot of strength, and you feel like your wish has been granted. This person's going to be a hard worker. They're also going to be very spiritual, the Hierophant, or you both could have like a spiritual connection to one another. It looks like both of you are going to be equally focused on this relationship. But I like that this person's going to be a hard worker. They may even be the boss of a company, or they may own their own company. But they come in as very prominent. The Hangman is here in reverse, which means things should be moving forward quickly for you guys. So I think you're going to be happy with this person when they show up. All right, moderators, I'll do your questions. And then if anybody wants to do the privates I'm doing 3 questions for $20, and I'm donating half of that money. And I'm going to do privates tonight before I go live again. So if anyone wants to do them, you can email me between now and, I'm going to say, I'll probably be on tonight around maybe 9:30, something like that. April, did I get to all yours now, or am I still missing one? April's got one more. All right, can you just send me the question and I'll do it? Thanks. Oh, the Capricorn Aries connection. That was my grandfather and my grandmother. April, will I be able to travel with somebody on my birthday? Okay, let's see. So traveling with April on her birthday. It looks like you could be traveling with somebody from your past. The 6 of Cups would be somebody from your past. It could be an old friend. It could be an old flame. But I would think it would be somebody that you already know and that you know pretty well. Tesnium, will Khaled contact me, and when? he's going to contact you definitely, but it might take a little bit of time. It may not be for another 5 weeks. Ave, what does my workmate Nurian feel and think about me? He is, oh, this is, okay. Capricorn Aries. That's my grandparents. He thinks that you're a hard worker. He also thinks that there's a karmic link between the two of you. I think he's not really sure or doesn't understand the depth of the connection, but he's intrigued by you. And I think that there could be more to come around this situation. Just be careful. Whenever it comes to work situations, I always suggest being careful because there's so much of this, you know, sexual harassment nonsense that goes on these days. So just be careful. Brandy, how is my spiritual awakening coming along? You've come a long way in a short period of time. There's celebration and there's making it to the top of the mountain. You could feel like you hit a snag coming up. If you do, that's okay. You're going to move forward. It's like bumps in the road show up, but you're going to continue to move forward. Benita wants to know, when will Christopher message? 2 of Diamonds, 2 days. It can either happen as soon as 2 days from now, or it may not happen until the end of winter, but it's coming. Mel, general reading. Okay. There may be some arguments going on around you because you start to assert yourself and set up boundaries. Your life moves forward quickly when you establish boundaries. Balance gets restored, and you're prepared to move forward. It looks like somebody comes in out of the blue. That could be a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You also have a Virgo here. So you may be setting up the boundaries with the fire sign, and they may not be too happy with it. But there's a Virgo here too. Virgo and a fire sign. So I think maybe you're the Virgo. If you are, you're definitely setting up boundaries. You're not taking any more crap. You also have a new business opportunity that could be coming in around you soon. That could be profitable. You did set the boundaries. You may be enforcing them. Somebody may be trying to get in sideways, and you're just not going to have it. Good. That's really good. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go now. Tonight when I get home, I'm going to do the private readings that I have, and then I'm going to go on and do a regular chat. That's just the super chats will be $1.99 rather than $5. And I will see you guys a little bit later. Probably maybe 9 o'clock tonight, something like that. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.